Hello everybody, this is Concrete History Games and welcome back to part 8 of my United States playthrough here in Hearts of Iron 4 Man the Guns. I think we were getting ready to deal with the war in Europe, so there's a few things I want to do here, such as closing some gaps, some areas that I do not want my army to be going through. Such as that. So this way they'll either go north to get to the UK or they'll come on down south here. I can't. Now this is my understanding. This little thing here, the access level, is going to be part of the DLC, which is a real shame, and I hope it's not true. We'll have to see though. I'm wondering if this is too wide. Like if I want, it's not going to give my fleets much flexibility, but no, I think it has to be done. All right. Now, where are my fleets? Yeah. Okay, amphibious operations are done. I'm wondering if I should just start taking war plans divisions so I can actually get a better look at exactly what it is those do, because I don't see anything over here in the political sphere that I really care about. Same thing with the military. Ooh, amphibious evasion speed is kind of nice, but I think my navy is big enough for the task at the moment. So I'm going to start taking these war plan divisions just so I can kind of get a look at them, show you guys them. Of course, by the time this video goes up, I think that it'll be available for everybody, but there might be some people who are still on the fence, and that's perfectly fine. Or maybe there's people who are just watching this because they want to see me play. What a concept, right? Greater East Asia. And I think, yeah, we got to get ready for the war in Europe. Got a West Coast reserve, a couple of reserves here. Now, what I think we got to do is swing the Navy production to start dropping into Florida. So we'll just do a few things here. Okay. And I suppose my Pacific fleet needs to also come around. I know that these aren't building anything yet because I don't have the naval dockyards for them, but wow, I need a lot of steel. Oh, did I just stop trading for steel entirely? Is that what the issue is? Here's that government's in exile thing, which I don't think I'm ever going to use unless it's in the context of multiplayer, which doesn't seem like a big enough deal to me. Alright. Now, I think I could technically just, whenever I want to join the war, I just have to click join war, and we'll be good to go. But again, I'm just waiting for my fleets to actually come around. Also, we could just delete that Marine order. Where is everybody else? What? You are just stuck here. Everybody's just stuck here. How am I supposed to leave? This is nonsense. It needs to return to our territories. So, does that mean I have to delete an order first? Oh my gosh. What is happening here? What is happening? The Dutch government has requested that we take over protection of Curaçao. They have been contacted by the Venezuelans under the guise of offering protection, and they are fearful that the hostilities might erupt if they reject the Venezuelan offer. Weren't we just fighting them? We cannot get involved in local territorial disputes, or we will accept this burden. So we just took this, which actually is kind of nice because I believe that there's oil here. Yep, and one rubber. Hey, we finally have rubber production. What do you know? All right, let's try to get Omar Bradley over here at least. I'm not exactly sure what is going on, but we got to fix this because Italy is coming like a freight train. All right, at least they're moving. Let's check in on everybody. So we have my Africa army here, which is not really an Africa army at all. It's only 7 divisions. We've got the AIT ready to go, and this whole Pacific theater is apparently just stuck. Why? Japan's independence is being guaranteed by two fascist nations right now, and they will not accept this. They have strategic reasons to be hostile to me. So am I just being told right now that these divisions are never going to leave? That's so damn annoying. What are we going to do here? Stop with those Marines. Can get one more going. Maybe I should start actually making some decent light tank divisions. Where's that put me? Okay. We just need to... You know, the tanks can wait. We got to get working on building just masses of infantry again. Alright, so let's take out like this many. Alright, Omar Bradley's going to have to do this on his own for a little while then, while everybody else figures out what the hell is going on. Let's also fix this awful color. That's a bit better. Alright, they're on their way. Now, once these guys make it to Africa, I think we'll go ahead and join in this war. Right, the Navy, I haven't actually assigned it anywhere yet, though. What we got here? Some light cruisers, destroyers, submarines. Nothing too hot, but let's start putting them to work out here. Of course, that is going to take away... we have a destroyer squadron here. They're already doing some convoy escort, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, so these guys are already assigned here. Who's not doing anything? Active in 7 regions. Destroyer squadron. Oh, no. Can you find some people who... No, these guys are docked. Okay, so these aren't doing anything. We have a reserve fleet out here in California with 2 carriers and a few cruisers and a lot of submarines. I think I'd feel okay having these out here in the middle of the Atlantic. So we're going to do that, and maybe even have them come as far east as the African coast itself. And I think that'll actually be enough for right now. Opposition suffers defeat in the Senate. Great. I don't think the Senate stuff even really matters anymore. Is there a way that I could just not get notifications about this stuff anymore? I really don't care about it. Finland has accepted the Soviet demands. Okay, come on. Where's Omar Bradley? Where's the Freedom? Where's the Liberty ships? Still on their way. Let's make this guy a darker green. Something like that. A little better. Okay, and we're going to put you all down here in Florida. Get you trading a little bit too. And the whole idea is we're going to just we're going to be constantly deploying these divisions early so that they can just train, because equipment is not something I really care about. I've got plenty of that. Alright. Divisions are almost in place. We'll start driving for Tunisia soon enough. I think this is just the bracing that the French Commune needed now. We might have some trouble here if Spain decides to jump in. Oh, I like that. I like that Spain's given docking rights to Italy, and that even though they stay out of the war. Those are the sorts of details I enjoy. Mexico is justifying on us. Do you want to run that by me again? March southward. Southward? What does that mean? They're going for Panama? Okay, so this is, I guess, where the War Plans Division is going to be interesting. So, like, will that let me intervene against Mexico? Mexico currently has 51 divisions potentially, so I actually need to continue to build up my army even more. It really is quite small when you figure that basically my most experienced army out here is stranded, which is super duper annoying, and I'm beginning to wonder if I should just disband them. I'll think about it. Okay. We need... Oh, have I not done fire control methods yet? I'm not really using battle cruisers. That's probably why I didn't do that. But this is going to be good. Extra better landing craft. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, and it looks like we are all in position here, pretty much. Yeah, I've got my armor here too, so that's cool. In terms of supply, we're solid. And and let's put these guys up here on the coast. I think that's going to be fine. Alright, even though we got a war with Mexico coming, here's what we just do. It's too easy. It's too easy. We just bring this army down here to the Mexican border. And do we have any allies here in the south? You know what we should do is let's try to get some forces over here on the border with Belize. So we can hit them from the south too. Could be good. We'll leave our actual border undefended for now because what could go wrong? Alright. We're going to bring the Cactus Divisions on south. Appropriate name. Like so. Okay, so I need to make sure everybody's getting assigned properly. So this is going to be Mexican Front Army. And can we pull Pershing out of retirement? No? Alright, we'll do Truscott then. I don't really need a scavenge equipment, although I do like to. Yeah, we'll make him a scavenger. That's fine for now. Okay. Alright, that's good for now. And the French Commune, that's right, they're a commune, but they're in the Allies. Let's still join with the United Kingdom. We should eventually get pulled into everybody else will pull us in. Right? Okay, so also, what is it going to take for me to take over the faction? Besides the political power. I need a little bit over 500,000 more men. Which is going to take a while, of course, but that's fine. Inferior enemy, some divisions out of position. I think we could just go anyway. Let's push these guys out of Africa and establish some sort of nice base. See if we can get them all the way out to the Suez. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Now, I don't care about war propaganda. I don't care about Congress. War bonds are kind of nice. Actually, how much consumer good factories am I using? I'm still only at partial mobilization. So, am I... Oh, I could actually go to total mobilization now, if I wanted, which would be amazing. Yo, we're going to do just that. We're going to do that, and then here's something we could do. There was a recruitable population thing here, right? Somewhere in this direction. Yeah, Women's Armed Services Integration Act. It's going to take me 140 days to get to, and it'll fix my population problems. And what I'll probably do first is Rosie the Riveter, which is going to cost me stability, which is not as high as I would like it to be. But it just depends on how long it's going to take me to demobilize. That's great. Simpson's ill. That's just what I needed. That's just what I needed. I also want to build more dockyards at some point. Ah, here we go. Mississippi. how long is it going to take? We've only got a few more days to deal with this Mexico issue. And these guys are still taking a while. Check this out. Watch this. Watch this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up an invasion to Veracruz. Always the key to a good war against Mexico. You got to take Veracruz. Then it all falls apart after that. Okay, Africa is going pretty well, it looks like. Yep, these Italians are an absolute joke. Quit India movement has started, huh? Mexico just declared on Honduras. So, am I going to get anything for that now? You know what I just thought? Is it going to be faster to just desegregate the armed forces? Desegregate more than 10% party for support for Communist Party USA. You know what? It probably is just going to be easier if I go the other way, but I really like that concept. I think this is a really great step in the direction for creating more nuance politically in Hearts of Iron 4. Like, the United Kingdom has stuff like this, so does Mexico, where you could sort of mix and match things amongst the different ideologies. So, am I using all my... you see, I have a political advisor position open. Has completed. Focus. Suspend the persecution. Okay. I'm going to... I see, the thing is I'm already demobilizing. But if I take Rosie the Riveter... More than 79% war support. Wait, why do they even have party as a requirement? Oh, because it depends on what party you are, how difficult it is to create Rosie the Riveter. So Democrats, you got to have 79% war support or more. But if you're fascist, you need 89% war support or more. Okay. Then we're just going to save up for Rosie the Riveter, but I am actually going to suspend... Where's the political power going to come from, though? That's the thing. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I think this is a cool concept, so that we could desegregate the armed forces, but we don't necessarily have to cause a civil war over it. Now, the persecution of American citizens for their political views, no matter how abhorrent they may seem, is fundamentally at odds with the values of this country and must cease immediately. You know what, we're actually not going to do this, because here's what I think would be a cool concept. Like, this doesn't happen until the Soviet Union comes into the war. And then they become painted as our allies, so we become okay with it. So instead, let's come down here to the Women's Armed Service Integration Act, since I think that's going to be the last thing I ever need that actually requires me to have support in Congress. First, we got to take this Army of the United States, which I don't really care about. Although I guess it'll be good once we get our population back up. So Mexico's declared on Guatemala. And am I going to get any sort of an intervention thing? Effect? Something? Alright. Still a lot to do here. We got some more civilian factories up and running. I'm gonna come down here. How much rubber would this give me if I max this out? Nothing. Just the one still. Okay, then we instead are going to max out the infrastructure everywhere on the continental United States. Won't take long. Alright, Stuart's ready to go. And I wanted to... Is it too early? No, it's not. We can start getting this amphibious stuff. Yeah, this is really interesting to me. Unlocks Amphibious Tank Battalion. Definitely want to see what that's all about. And dispersed industry will be good too. Oh goodness, we've run out of infantry equipment. That's not good. We're starting to slow down. Uh-oh, we gotta cut off. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Shoot. Come over here. We got a cutoff in Africa. That will definitely cause me to run out of infantry equipment pretty quick. House hearings into presidential misconduct. Really, dude? Where's those farm subsidies? Yeah. Let's try this. There we go. There we go. Election, wartime exception. United States is in a state of war. Normally an election would be held at this time, but being in the midst of an important conflict, many argue that cannot afford to spend time on political campaigning or a change in leadership if that should come about. Meanwhile, others claim that declaring the ongoing war a valid reason for skipping elections is the first step towards eroding American democracy. After all, letting military matters take precedent over the people's influence could be a slippery slope. So this is interesting because I think I can get some communism buffs off of this. Elections will be held as usual. This hurts my stability. Or we can take care of such matters when this war is through. Yeah, 5% popularity to communism. So that gives me a quick little jump forward with getting the Communist Party to have more influence here. Gives me stability. No, no, no. I'm trying to role play right now. Well, I've never done this, though. That's kind of interesting. Yo, I'm going to do it just because I've never actually clicked we can take care of such matters when this war is through. Well, wait a minute. I think if that happens, there's a follow-up event where the fascists or the communists, I think it's a coin flip, they start to get a little uppity. I don't remember. Yeah, just because I'm not sure about that, we will have elections be held as usual. Yeah, stability, it sucks when you lose it, but it's not the worst thing in the world because... usually, right, we're able to just improve the workers' conditions. Isn't that supposed to be something that's available to us? I don't know. Or maybe we're just going to keep plummeting in stability.
Yes, sir.
Alright, what's going on? Why aren't you guys coming in here towards Batna? Oh, shoot! What did I just click? I just clicked something and I have no idea what. Did anything change? My political power looks the same. War support. Oh, it must have been the election. Alright, so looks like Franklin Roosevelt is still around. That's what matters. They really have got to do that thing where there's it's not enough to just have it pause on whenever the notification pops up. They've got to set it up so that there is a there's a slight delay. Okay. Oh, this is what it was. Investing in the economy of North Dakota. So an additional civilian factory has been constructed in North Dakota. It's fine with me. We'll even make that a top priority. Actually, let's make that the top priority first. But there needs to be a slight delay where you shouldn't be allowed to click on the button for like at least 10 seconds or something. Maybe even 5. But just something so that it's not as soon as it pops up, you get screwed. You guys get what I'm saying? Oh, we're trying to get through these Atlas Mountains and it's not happening. I almost wish Nationalist Spain would just join the war because then we could just naval invade them and make everything a hell of a lot easier. Airland battle is what I want, right? Oh no, there's some good organization perks over here. Alright, centralized fire control it is. We just need a little bit more until we can get Rosie the Riveter here, although it's starting to look like I won't need her at all. So if I can avoid that stability hit, because it is starting to add up, then I should, just not do that. Okay, how is this training going? A few of them are ready to go. Alright, time to stop. I'm out of, the Netherlands government has just moved to Batavia. Did they just collapse? That's weird. What's Germany up to? We have no idea. So then what I gotta do next is... should I just continue to focus on my industry? Yeah. Yeah, we will. So I got to do something about this infantry equipment shortage. How many factories do I have? I've got 25. Jesus, you would think that would be enough. But apparently not. Okay. See, we're starting to run out of supply in this area too. It's not good. I might need to research logistics. And we're going... yeah, we're not going to take Rosie the Riveter. We still have tons and tons of stuff. Do we still have the research bonus Manhattan Project? Yeah, okay. So there's no reason why... okay, it's Black Chamber Operation that I've got here. And we are pretty far behind on that, so let's deal with it. That's why I can't see what Germany's up to. Oh, wait a minute here. Let's see if we can sneak below this lake. Lazaro Cardenas demands our withdrawal from the Caribbean. In a passionate speech lasting more than 4 hours, Lazaro Cardenas demanded that we abandon all our colonies in the Caribbean area, as they are, according to him, the most visible proofs of our imperialist oppression over the region. While some argue that we cannot afford to anger Mexico at the moment, more resolute advisors emphasize that we are totally capable of resisting them and that our territorial integration should never be jeopardized. If we'd agree to his demands, Puerto Rico will start to go communist, or we don't negotiate with revolutionaries, Mexico will get a focus on us. Well, good. I'd love it if they made the first move. Alright, time for Women's Armed Service Integration Act. We cannot afford to turn away anyone who wishes to serve. Every woman in uniform frees up a man to fight at the front. Okay, let's get to it. So after that, after this, we are going to grab... ooh, do I want war bonds? No, war bonds can wait. But after we do this, Mexico declared on the Netherlands. Interesting. Are they in the Allies? They are, right? But after this, we're going to suspend the persecution, and it's not as if we're going to be able to desegregate the armed forces immediately. So what I'll then do is come back over to the... oh, don't crash on me. Is come back over to the war plans. I suppose we're going to intervene in the Americas since Mexico's just getting out of control. And then start reaffirming the Monroe Doctrine. That's the plan right now anyway. Of course, these things are always malleable. They are really, really reinforcing here. What is this called? Arms request. Oh, so the United Kingdom has joined in. All right, so now we're in a defensive war against them, right? Ew, here it all comes. All those puppets. There the rest of them come. Yep. And some more. It's a little ridiculous. The Great China-Honduran Alliance. So, wow, they are coming across real fast with... geez, what are their templates? They've got anti-tank, reconnaissance, support, and line artillery. Alright, so then we gotta take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have to reinforce this Mexican front army. It looks like they left their back door open, so let's try to push out here. Of course, my Marines are ready to go. Let's see, that's a reserve fleet. We have a destroyer squadron over here. This is already assigned. Who's not doing anything? Active and regional. Special assignment forces. Oh, I was reading these things wrong. Damn it. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, we're just gonna moving to assigned fleet area. No, dupe. Why can't I do that? Whatever. I don't have time to deal with this right now, but how big is Mexico's navy? It's pretty much non-existent. This is not going to be an issue at all. So we got to do, we have these reserves here. Let's get them working off of Mexico's coast. Make sure they're getting blockaded from anything coming in. And, oh man, this is rough initially. Let's go to last stand just so we could hope that their momentum ceases. Alright, it being 1941, we probably are behind. Yes, we are. We are definitely behind in terms of the anti-tank. Not the anti-tank, in terms of artillery. State of Japan demands French Indochina. Is Belize in the war? Looks like they are, kinda. Alright, come on, spread out, spread out. Let's take the peninsula here and go from there. There we go, there we go. So we've already stopped them at the border, it looks like. Good. So they have 65 divisions. They probably could continue to push hard against me if they want, but we're just going to hold off for a minute here. And let's see if I could get one of them to rush Mexico City. I doubt it, but we're going to try. We're still short on infantry equipment, aren't we? Less than 2 months. That's not a problem. Okay, so in the next episode... Oh, good, good. The commune has control of the Sahara. At least it looks prettier now. So in the next episode, we're going to continue to push across Africa. I wonder what is the deal with my armor. Am I... Oh, I've not been using them, have I? Well, they're not going to be good for much here in these mountain regions. But what we're going to focus on is dealing with Mexico. And once we're done with that, because the supply is not so bad over here, I want to start setting up for potential naval invasions of Europe. And, of course... Once the women have been integrated into the armed forces, we also are going to want to suspend the prosecution of communists so we can eventually desegregate the armed forces. But that's... I don't think there's anything else I'm going to do unless I wanted to trigger the Civil War. See, this turns me communist. I definitely don't want to do that. Full desegregation. Oh, I didn't even see this. This would move me into a civil war, though. Conquer war goal against Australia. What the heck is this? But for right now, I want to at least desegregate the armed forces. And if that's all I get done, that's fine. I can save the rest for if I one day do a communist United States run. That's probably what I'll just do. I think desegregating the armed forces this early would be good enough. Anyway, I'm Conquering History Games. I'll see you all in the next episode, and you have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye.